They touched gloves and Glover immediately fired a hard right. He kept with it, too, but Jones was right there firing off kicks. Shockingly, Teixeira was getting inside when he wanted to. Bones landed a hard knee, then shot in for a takedown that was stuffed. The action slowed down considerably, with Jones again working a clinch but bending the Brazilian's arm at an awkward angle standing up. Weird. Glover fired off with shots anyway. Jones came in with an uppercut that missed but followed with a head kick that almost hit the sweet spot. Teixeira came in with the overhand rights but he wasn't landing. Jones was throwing his trademark kicks to the knee, the borderline awful fighting technique that makes everyone uncomfortable. Jones got a takedown after catching a kick but he couldn't keep Glover down. He briefly threatened with a choke but nothing was there. Jones attempted a takedown fairly early here, but Glover sprawled and avoided it. He went back to loading up the big right hand while Jones's corner screamed for him to enjoy himself. Yeah. Jones got in and landed a hard elbow that rocked Teixeira. He came in to finish the job, maybe with a choke, but the referee stepped in to stop it after an eye poke. After the restart, the Brazilian came in with a series of punches and found success pushing the champ against the fence. He never landed hard enough to do a lot of damage, but he at least reasserted himself. Jones came back firing elbows from the right, which caused Joe Rogan to wonder from the commentary desk if a hand injury was in play. The round closed with Jones missing on a wheel kick. Third round. Jones was firing the jab early. Teixeira was going to the body. Glover was letting his hands go but he was consistently coming up short or missing too high or wide. If the accuracy was there, maybe things would have been different but it wasn't. They tied up against the fence and it was mostly a stalemate until they broke and Glover landed a hard uppercut. In the center, Bones went back to throwing elbows before clinching again, where he pushed his foe against the fence and threw knees. All the while, the commentary desk wondered if an injury was to blame for Jones's offensive game. Teixeira looked outmatched in this round, losing the exchanges and getting battered up against the fence. By the horn, he was busted up and bleeding. Round 4. Teixeira opened with a high kick that missed. He was more aggressive early here, moving in and firing straight punches. Jones did well enough to avoid and after doing so, pushed the Brazilian against the cage and went about working from there. Glover tried to go low to grab a leg but Jones's base was too strong. Back against the fence they went, and again Teixeira was overpowered. He got his mouthpiece knocked out for the second time in the fight, causing a brief stoppage. Jones continually put his left hand out, fingers fully extended, to push on Teixeira's head, all while Glover failed to find a way to slip some punches in. Jones was the only one landing any significant offense, and that was relegated to elbows from the clinch. Round 5, jab from Jones and a takedown to open the round from Jones. Jones is fishing for the head, but doesn't get it. Glover's up and he's bleeding but good. Spinning elbow connects. Clinch work against the fence and Jones looks like he might just be eating up some clock. Tex with a couple of punches. Jones comes back with some big lefts and rights. Jones win the fight.
John is showing complete disregard because then you force a guy to not move. Jones, 2 minutes away. Go the distance. Here in Baltimore, where it's the aspect of it. But the undisputed